I seriously cannot believe that I'm still making this argument in 2017, because I thought it had been put to rest in like 2009, and then 2010, 11, 12, and well, you get my point.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
If you find yourself wondering how to tie every content piece back to your product or service, you are doing it wrong.
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong.
Believe it or not, I still encounter the following quotes.
I really like the article, but can you find a way to tie in our widgets?
Or,
you haven't used enough references to our services in the article.
And if I'm still hearing this, I'm sure many of you are hearing it too. So today's video is for those of you who need to gently but firmly tell your bosses and or clients that their requests cannot be addressed in your content strategy because, well, it defeats the point.
What's the point?
My name is Tara, and this is Truly Social. I'm not quite clear on where and when he said it, but Seth Godin, you know, that famous marketing guy, said years ago that content marketing is the only marketing left. What he was talking about in that bold statement is the fact that customers are very, very wary of advertising and have been wary for a long, long time. As people have become more and more inundated with buy me messages, they've adapted to be able to tune them out.
You're not really listening to me, are you?
Enter content marketing. Content marketing is not about selling. That's the beauty of it. So customers are more open to listening to and engaging with it. It's about being useful, relatable, and entertaining. The result is that customers engage. You build trust, and when they're in the market for your widget, well, that's when they think of you first. And that loyalty also extends into recommendations. That word of mouth thing that I've been talking about a lot lately. Now, content marketing, a phrase that I still feel uncomfortable with, is defined in many ways. But my favorite was published on the Content Marketing Institute blog under the heading, Content Marketing for Non-Believers. Your customers don't care about you, your products, your services. They care about themselves, their wants, and their needs. Content marketing is about creating interesting information your customers are passionate about so that they actually pay attention to you. So, for example, if I'm a hardware store, my customers do not want to be inundated with me saying,
"Look at me, I have hammers, you should buy my hammers."
But they would be probably pretty interested in me talking about DIY projects they can do around the house next weekend. And I just so happen to be using a hammer in the article or video, which will then remind them that I have hammers for sale if they need one to complete the project.
Clever girl.
And I don't want to go and ruin the trust bond we're creating by stopping the very useful video they're loving to pitch them. What sounds better?
Then for the next step, take the hammer and lightly tap in the finishing nails.
Or,
Then, for the next step, take the hammer, which we carry in our store for $13.99, and lightly tap in the finishing nails, which we carry in our store for only $4.99 a box.
Gee, Mr. Spicoli, I don't know.
now, I know you really want to add that last part, and you may think that it's better for sales, but it's more of a turnoff than anything. The point of content marketing is to connect with people even if they aren't in the market to buy at the moment. It's not a direct sales tool. It's a relationship building, awareness making, loyalty boosting tool. You want people to watch that DIY even if they already own a hammer. And then you want them to subscribe to watch more DIYs because one day they may come across a project where they do need something to order, maybe a fancy skill saw, which is way better than a hammer. Am I right? And guess what? They'll think of you. And the worst part of interjecting a sale into content is that it interrupts the experience, and nobody likes being interrupted.
Don't interrupt me, honey.
A recent study by Defy Media's Acumen Research and TMI Strategy found that people are receptive to brands online and will in fact seek them out, but will stop following and block brands that interrupt and create annoying content. It's much better to provide helpful information to those seeking it out than try to pitch everyone. Instead of plugging your product in the middle of a video, interrupting people, add a list of supplies with links in the description of the video and mention at the end. Like,
All of the tools and supplies you'll need for the project are listed in the description below.
Then you put in links for the convenience right into the description. See how much sense that makes? And you don't have to interrupt people.
It's brilliant, 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 I tell you. Genius, I say.
But what if you aren't a hardware store and something as obvious as DIY weekend projects aren't available? Then you need to figure out what it is that your customers need to learn and teach it to them. I've made a few videos on figuring out your audience and their interests, and I'll link to them below. Customers are on edge all of the time now, bobbing and weaving the pitches that are flying at them from all angles. If they see you pitching, they'll avoid your content and you. If they see you as helpful and generous, on the other hand, they may just stick around to find out more. Content marketing only works when it's approached through a lens of generosity. Don't put strings on it. Speaking of pitching, that's a bad transition. But if you like these videos, please subscribe and click the bell for more. My name is Tara, and this has been Truly Social.